In our last class, we have discussed about the accident coalition theories. And today we are discussing about employees' participation. Employee participation in safety. This is also covering in IS 101 only. Okay, I will share the PPT. Okay. Before starting the session, I'll request everybody, please be on mute. If you have a doubt, unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Otherwise, please be in mute so we can avoid interruptions in between. Thank you. And this is also covering in IS 101, Safety, Health and Environment Management, the paper called IS 101. And today's topic is employee participation in safety. How an employee in an industry, how he can participate in safety related activities, safety promotional activities, or safety cultural improvement, how he can able to participate. Now we'll see the purpose. Why the employee has to participate in safety? Any idea? Put your answers. Now you can unmute and you can answer. Why a worker has to participate in safety? What is the purpose of that participation?
Safety subcommittee meeting.
No, that is the one of the tool the people can join at a safety committee అనేది ఒక ప్లాట్ఫామ్ అంటే ఒక ఫోరం ఎంప్లాయీస్ అనేవాళ్ళు పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయడానికి. అసలు ఎందుకు వర్కర్స్ అనేవాళ్ళు ఈ సేఫ్టీలో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయాలి?
సార్ టు క్రియేట్ ఎ సేఫ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్, అంటే సేఫ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఉండాలి కదా సార్ మొత్తం అంతా.
ఓకే, టు క్రియేట్ ఎ సేఫ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. నటరాజ్, ఓకే, ఎనీ అదర్ ఆన్సర్ ఫ్రమ్ అదర్స్?
Is the zones.
Sorry,
question also repeat chestara.
Why the people need to participate in safety? Safety గురించి వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు పని చేయాలి వర్కర్స్ అనే వాళ్ళు?
To improve on the skill levels against safety measures.
Sir, because this is everybody's responsibility, so everybody needs to participate and communicate each other.
Okay.
To know the safely.
Yeah, come on. Chapandi.
To know the safely working, sir. Because when we are working at any areas, we know that how to work in with a safely manner. So that's why we can participate in the safety.
Okay, fine. Any other answers from participants?
Because finally the employees are the on-field person to perform the carry out the activities. So their understanding in safety and their feedback is much more important.
Yeah, correct. Natras, do you have any answer?
Sir, to avoid accidents and create a safe place of working.
Okay.
Safe place
fine.
of working only. And
okay, to creating a safe workplace, they have to participate.
They have to participate for their safety, sir. It is their basic means their basic duty actually.
Okay.
Participate.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you so much. Now we'll see the real purpose. Already Venugopal sir has highlighted, because they are the people with their own hands, they are performing the activity. They should know what are the potential hazards in the activity they are performing. Okay, we'll see the exact purpose. You see, employees are the major workforce working under hazards. Some know the hazards and some do not. Maybe some of them knows because they are having some experience, already they are having attended some sort of training related to the process or related to the work. But some of them may don't know. Maybe some of the people are there attending the training for the namesake or forcibly. Their supervisors are asking them to attend, or sometimes safety people also may asking them to forcefully come and sit the training after the half hours, in the sense after the completion of duty. Maybe they'll attend, but they are not listening to the lessons or listening to the training. For the namesake, they may have attended. In that case, they may do not know some of the hazards. It is of a great importance that they must realize that they would be the first victim of any accident, which means it is in a great importance that they must realize, they have to understand, they have to feel if something has happened, they are going to become a victim due to that accident. ఎవరైతే పని చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి తెలియాలి, ఇన్ కేస్ ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా ప్రమాదం జరిగితే మొదటగా ప్రమాదానికి గురయ్యేది వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే అని. Their safety awareness and all incident prevention work is their interest. Therefore, their active participation is showing hazards, helping in removing them by the joint efforts of management and the employees is most desirable. Due to they are going to become a first victim, their safety awareness and all accident prevention work in their interest, and therefore their active participation is showing the hazards and helping in removing them by joint efforts. Joint efforts in the sense, here two people are interested in these accidents. One is the workers who is physically working, and also management. Worker will be interesting because of they don't want to get hurt, because they are also have families and they need some earning to lead the daily life. And the management also interested on accidents, in part of they don't want to met with any accident of their employees due to production loss, or they may lose property, or they may lose the production hours, they may lose the reputation, they may lose the production time. So here both the people are interested. So by joint efforts of these both the people, they will create a safe work environment. And section 41G of Factories Act speaks about the workers' participation in safety management. In the Factories Act 1948, section 41G, which is talking about the employees or workers' participation. And a method of safety is safety committee. As Nataraj told, the method is safety committee. And the rights of the workers to warn about immediate danger is also created by the section 41H and the 11A of the Act, and display of the extract of the Act and rules in section 108, which means there are also some rights they are having. వాళ్ళకు కొన్ని హక్కులు ఉన్నాయి, అంటే ఆ పని ప్రదేశంలో ఉన్న ప్రమాదాల గురించి వాళ్ళకి తెలిసి ఉండాలి. అది వచ్చేసి సెక్షన్ 41H and 111A of the Act. And we have to display of the extract of the Factories Act and the rules concerned. Straight rules has been, abstract has been displayed in the premises, so that people can understand what act is talking about and what the rule is talking about. These extract we can get from the any legal books, stories, so that there we can get these abstracts. Now we'll see some of the areas. నేను ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాను, ఎక్కడెక్కడ వాళ్ళు పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తారు, ఎందుకు పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తారు. As we seen, we got a clear understanding that why they need to participate, because they are going to be the prime victim or first victim in case of any accident happens in workplace. And also, as an interest between employee and employer, they have to report all the hazards and their effective participation is required. Now we'll see which are the areas they can give or they can show their participation or they can participate. To set the safety goals and the training programs. Before setting a safety goal, for example, we are making a safety goals, or we'll call it as EHS objectives, yearly objectives, so that there also they can participate. And training programs also, before finalizing a training program, they have to get feedback from the workers. How will get a feedback? How the training cycle will start? Any idea? Training cycle.
It starts from year planner.
Module will be released for each training sessions.
Okay. Then
Quarterly.
Monthly plan.
Based on the
Monthly or
project
yearly
involved.
expense.
monthly or
As for
yearly?
training match.
Yearly.
Okay. With your permission,
Sir,
I'll take
training-
one more. చెప్పండి.
Sir, training session కి మనము ఎవ్రీ మంత్ చేస్తాము. న్యూ వర్కర్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇలా చేస్తున్నాం సార్. ఎస్పెషల్లీ ట్రైనింగ్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్ యాజ్ పర్ రిఫరెన్స్ బై ట్రైనింగ్ మ్యాట్రిక్స్.
సార్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ వర్క్ బట్టి మనం ప్లాన్ చేసుకుంటాం సార్. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ అవర్ డీలింగ్ విత్ అదే వర్క్ డీలింగ్ బట్టి మనం ట్రైనింగ్స్ ప్లాన్ చేసుకుంటాం.
With jobs for specific trainings.
Okay. I'll tell you. Okay. No. Thank you so much for your
మ్యాన్
input.
హవర్స్ లెక్కేసుకుంటాం సార్. స్టార్టింగ్ మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ ఇన్ని జరిగాయి అని స్టార్టింగ్ ఇచ్చి ఆ తర్వాత స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం సార్ ట్రైనింగ్ లో. అయితే వి సే దట్ దీస్ ఇన్ని మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ లో ఏం హజార్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయో లేదా ఐడెంటిఫై చేసి చెప్తాం అనమాట. అంటే ఆ మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ మేము ఐడెంటిఫై చేసి వాటిని హైలైట్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. ఆ మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ లో ఇన్ని హజార్డ్స్ జరిగాయి, ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్లేస్ లో జరిగిందని ట్రైనింగ్ స్టార్టింగ్ చెప్తాం. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా జరిగితే, జరగకపోతే సేఫ్ మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ అని రాసుకుంటాం సార్. అవన్నీ సేఫ్ వర్కింగ్ హవర్స్, సేఫ్ మ్యాన్ హవర్స్ అని రాసుకుని అప్పుడు మొదలు పెడతాం.
सर
हेलो
చెప్పండి.
सर मैं
తర్వాత ట్రైనింగ్ మొదలు పెట్టాం సార్.
सर मैं एक बात पूछना चाह रहा था आपसे.
पूछ लीजिए.
जैसे सर जी सर, जैसा हमने लास्ट आपका पॉइंट देखा सर, आपने सिर्फ मोटिवेशन का लिखा था कि मोटिवेशन करके, तो सर ये जो मोटिवेशन होता है सर, इसके लिए सर 1-to-1 कम्युनिकेशन करना होता है सर. इधर हम लोग जो ऑब्जर्वेशन निकालते हैं, जो कापा निकालते हैं, बीबीएस निकालते हैं, इसमें इंक्लूड होता है
मोटिवेशन. ओके.
हाँ.
आप फॉर एग्जांपल आप ही का एग्जांपल में ले लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल आप कब मोटिवेट होता है?
सर अगर कोई मेरे को
मोटिवेटेड इन वर्क प्लेस.
हाँ जी सर, अगर कोई मेरा तारीफ करे, मेरे को अच्छा बात सिखाए, तो आई विल अप्रिशिएट एंड मोटिवेट हम लोग होते हैं सर. अच्छा लगता है अगर आप अच्छा काम करते हो.
हाँ, फॉर एग्जांपल आपको कोई तो बोला कि सर आप सेफ्टी अच्छा समझाता है, फिर आपको लगता है अच्छा लगता है, यू विल बी गेट मोटिवेटेड. आपका बॉस बोला कि सॉरी योर गुड नेम प्लीज.
कविंदर सिंह सर.
कविंदर सिंह. हाँ, आपका बॉस बोलता है कि कविंदर सिंह आप बहुत ये सेफ्टी इंप्रूवमेंट एक्टिविटीज लेके आए हैं, कंपनी में कल्चर थोड़ा इंप्रूवमेंट हो रहा है, देन यू विल गेट बी मोटिवेटेड. And also in your annual increment, they have given a special consideration, and they have put you 5,000 extra income. I mean extra increment. Then you will get be motivated. And in the annual day meeting of the company, they have given you a best safety award for your performance. You will get be motivated. Like this way, in your shop floor also, you can conduct promotional activities. For example, you can do safety of the month or man of the month, best safety award. Since last 3 years or 4 years he is working without any LTI, no accident from last 4 years. Like that we can recognize the people attention or people participation or people performance. so that they will be motivated. And also, if you can able to implement, you can make a safety in performance appraisal, annual performance appraisal. Safety also gives some score. For example, frequently everybody following safety, or somebody is not following the safety, there we have to show some difference in the increment, so that they will also get understanding the management is very much serious in part of safety, so that we have to follow. If they want to get a good increment, they have to follow the safety. These kind of initiations we can take, and we can motivate the people. Are we clear, Kabir Singh?
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Here I asked you one question. It is about the training cycle, where the training cycle will start. First thing is, the major purpose of training is the persons, the people who is attending the training, they should able to know the hazards which is there in their workplace. That is the main agenda of the training or objective of the training. If they can able to identify, or if they can able to control with their efforts, or they can able to communicate their superiors about those hazards. The main thing is also, before conducting a training, we have to understand with this training, whatever the hazard is there, whatever the problem is there, it is going to rectify it or not. It is not about only simply safety people are there, they are simply roaming here and there, we can plan a training. It is not like that. Before planning a training, maybe internal, maybe external, we have to understand that with this training, I can avoid the reoccurrence of similar accident or same accident. That we have to see. Okay. Now here the thing is, the first, it will start with the training need identification. Then we'll make a training calendar. Then we will conduct a training. Then we will do evaluation. Then we will do retraining. Here the training cycle will be closed. Okay. One is training need identification from all the departments, which means all the process which is there. Then collectively we'll make a annual training calendar. Then based on the training calendar, we will conduct a training. Then we will do the evaluation. Evaluation maybe on the job we can do, or one-to-one interview we can do, or maybe an exam. Then if they fail here, we will put some score. If they're not able to get a score, it is not about the score, the intended result. Intended result of the training. For example, intended result of what? For example, before and all, we don't have a practice to reporting of a near miss. Then complete plant, we have conducted a training program, every unit. Then from the next month, the accident reporting or near miss reporting got started. That is the intended result, intended objective, or the target of the training. Or before and all, if anything happen or any small first aid case happen, वो चुप के रखता है, वो कुछ बोलता ही नहीं है, उसके खुद ही वो फर्स्ट एड कर लेता है, नहीं तो दूसरा साथियों के साथ जाके वो फर्स्ट एड बॉक्स में कुछ मटेरियल निकाल के फर्स्ट एड कर लेता है, वो सेफ्टी को इन्फॉर्म करता ही नहीं है. But later on that we have given an awareness why we need to report an accident, what is the purpose. We have to tell him that it is not about the blaming of the people, it is about the actual आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ रूट कॉज ऑफ दैट एक्सीडेंट. उसको समझाना है हम लोग क्यों पूछ रहे हैं रिपोर्ट करने के लिए, उसका मतलब क्या होता है, रिपोर्ट करेगा तो फायदा क्या है, क्यों रिपोर्ट करना है, रिपोर्ट नहीं करेगा तो उसका नुकसान क्या होता है, ये पूरा उसको समझाना है. देन स्टार्टेड दे आर रिपोर्टिंग द एक्सीडेंट्स, दैट इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग. स्टिल दे आर फेल्ड टू रिपोर्ट और स्टिल दे आर फेल्ड टू report those near misses or accidents, our training is failure. So that we have to conduct a retraining. The training cycle starts with the need identification. Then we'll make a training calendar, cumulative training calendar based on the identified trainings. In this, the training may be internal or external. Internal in the sense, by safety department itself they will do, or concerned technical person who is technically sound in this subject matter, so that they will conduct a training, or by third party also we can do. For example, first aid and firefighting training. First aid training mostly we used to get from the third party because they are the authorized people to give a certification program. Maybe safety person also can do a first aid training, but he cannot give a certification. So we used to get the training from third party. And firefighting training, we may do from internally or we may do from externally also. So we have to identify whether it is for internal or external, either it is technical or non-technical. All the trainings can be identified, making a training calendar, conduct a training as per the training, calendar. Then we will do the evaluation. Evaluation may be done by on the job. Before, for example, before they are doing only 10 jobs in a shift, then we give a training how to increase the productivity, how to increase the production. Then from next, after 1 month or 2 months of training, slowly the growth has improved. First time they are doing 11, then 12, 13, 14, 15, up to they came up to 15 pieces in a shift. So that the improvement is there. So there we can show that before training, after training, which means the training is effective. If the training is not effective, before they are doing 10, after the training they are doing 8, in the sense the training is not effective. Again, we have to assess why it is not effective. Again, we have to do a retraining program. Okay. I hope I'm clear, the training cycle. Yeah. 1 second, I think. Yeah. To design and improve standard operating procedures. One is the safety goals and training programs, and to design and improve standard operating procedures and the methods of operation. While designing or improving standard operating procedures, every machine will have an SOP, every activity will have an SOP or work instructions. So while preparing those SOPs also, we have to call the workers, because they are the people, they knows the sequence, they knows the hurdles in the work, they knows the pain points in the work, and they knows where they can bypass, where they can skip, so that they will give the real core problems while making an SOP, so that the SOP will be drafted in a sequential manner without any skipping the sequence or skipping the steps. Appraisal of progress towards goals. While making appraisal, we should not only call engineers, supervisors, and the managers in a boardroom. We will secretly conduct a appraisal or appreciation. It is not supposed to be, because they are the people in a ground level, they performed, but maybe the managers and supervisors have an efforts, but still the workers also should be awarded, or appraisal should be given, which are the goals they have achieved. And to give a collect and the discuss safety suggestions and to implement which are necessary, rewards for good suggestions, the boost of motivation for participation. In the sense, to discuss on collected safety suggestions. Safety suggestions, this is also one of the technique or tool to get the people participation towards safety. They will give safety suggestions. We have to implement which is necessary and which is important. And also we can reward the person who is given that suggestion, so that the people will be motivated, maybe in the form of certificate, maybe in the form of money, maybe in the form of increment, or maybe in the form of any letter, or in the form of any promotion, so that in such a way that if you reward an employee and a worker, so that they will be get motivated and they will improve more and they will give more safety suggestions. I'll give an example. In my previous company, we used to collect the near misses and the safety suggestions and the spot the hazard. Three practices we have. How they will do? For example, here we'll give a best suggestion and the best near miss. Best near miss in the sense which is having high potential to cause an accident. And also in the spot the hazard, we will give the highest potential hazard which may leads to accident. Apart from this, we will give participation appraisal also. For the people participation, we will give a pen for each employee. Maybe some of the people, we may give a gift for the highest number of near misses, highest number of safety suggestions, and highest number of spot the hazards. And also, if they participate, only given one safety suggestion, which is not that much important, still we will give one small gift so that the people will not be get demotivated. अरे यार इन लोग 10-15 देगा तो देगा, नहीं तो कुछ नहीं करेगा, अरे अगले महीने से हम लोग नहीं देंगे. So that we'll avoid that negativity. So even though they give one, we will give a small gift so that they will be motivated. With that, what will happen? Everybody has to recognize, because they have given some effort, they have thought about safety, and they given some inputs to the safety, towards safety, so that they will be get motivated if we give a gift. And the methods of participation. Rensis Lickert has described 4 types of management systems within an organization, how the people can be participated in the safety, and exploitative and authoritative, and benevolent authoritative, consultative, and participative. These are the 4 methods. Out of these 4, most of the countries and the most of the organizations has taken the participative is the approach, is the last approach of participative concept is adopted by the many countries, and the joint efforts of workers have resulted in reducing accidents. Participative culture or participative concept adopted by the many countries. So that what will happen, the people will be participating, the workers will be participating on risk assessment, the workers will be participating on plant safety inspections, and the workers are participating on safety committees, and the workers are participating in safety promotional activities like National Safety Week will celebrate. They used to come and attend drawing competition, quiz competition, and slogan competition, and they will be participating on Environmental Day, so that the people can be aware about the ideology behind all these programs. And due to that, the accidents will be reduced. And training is a necessary control to prevent accident. Apart from, sorry, this is our slide. Yeah. In the participation, I have taken as a one tool, which is a safety committee. The applicability, where the safety committee is applicable. If you see here, there are 3 reasons. The factories employing workers more than 250, and the factories carrying dangerous operations under Section 87, and the factories listed in the first schedule of the Factories Act. If your company is falling under any of these 3 conditions, condition 1, workers more than 250, and the factories carrying dangerous operations under 87, and the factories listed in the first schedule. If any of the condition your company is falling under these 3, you may need to form a safety committee. Now we'll see how the committee can be formed, tenure, and the rights of the safety committee. Here, a senior official shall be a chairman. Senior official in the sense who is holding the decision power in the company towards safety budgets, towards safety related equipment approvals. We need a fall protection system for the roof, shaft floor roof area. We need a fall protection system. Who will approve? It is costing around 15 lakhs. The management has to approve. or we are introducing a new PPE for the employees, which is costing 20 lakhs per annum. The budget has to be approved. Who will approve? Again, the management has to approve. So that who is having the decision making authority in the unit, he will be acting as a chairman for that committee. And a safety officer or factory medical officer shall be the secretary. Safety officer will be the secretary for the committee. If safety officer is not available that day, and the factory medical officer will be the member secretary of the committee. And a representative each from the production, maintenance, and the purchase department shall be a members, which means each department from production, maintenance, quality, R&D, stores, instrumentation, engineering, projects, admin and HR, and environment, all these people. Why I am telling environment? In some of the companies, the safety will be different and environment will be different. That's why I'm telling environment. All these department people, and also in each department, worker representative has to be members of the committee. If it is in a management side, they'll call it a management member or a management representative. If he is from worker side, will be called as a worker representative. A worker representative of equal number shall be elected by the workers. In some of the cases, they may give a chance to elect, or in some of the cases, the department manager will give the names who is having safety consciousness in shop floor or in his particular department, so that those people will be called for a safety committee meeting. And the tenure of the committee will be 2 years. Excuse me. The tenure of the committee will be 2 years. Once the committee is formed, the tenure will be for the 2 years. And the sixth one, at least one meeting in 3 months, and the minutes shall be recorded and the produced before the factory inspector on demand. In the sense, once in 3 months, at least once in a quarter, the people have to attend, or people have to conduct a safety committee. Or some of the companies, they may do once in a month. Some of the companies, they used to practice once in 2 months. But the legal requirement is at least once in a quarter, the people have to conduct a safety committee, and we have to make a report, minutes of meeting. Minutes of meeting means the agenda they have discussed, what are the points they have discussed, and what are the actions or corrective actions or preventive actions suggested by the committee. This is called minutes. But these safety committee minutes maybe need to submit to the inspector of factories on demand. But it is not a mandate. If it is requires, we have to submit. The committee has right to be informed of potential hazards and the workplaces and data on accidents and the working environment. The committee shall keep the data confidential and use it solely to guide the safety measures, which means the committee, whatever the committee which is formed, it is having a right to be informed on potential hazards. They can come and speak with the management. सर जी आप लोग जो जूता दे रहा है वो बराबर नहीं है. Whatever the PVs you are giving, it is not good. Whatever the facilities you are giving, which is not meeting the industrial hygiene, so that they can come and speak about the potential hazards. And also they can be keep the data which is confidential, and also they can use the data for the taking safety measures. Any doubts as of now?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. And for the suggestion scheme is to be successful, it is advisable. Okay. With that we have seen safety committee. Now safety suggestions. It is also one of the technique, one of the tool to get the to gain the people participation. For a suggestion scheme be successful, it is an advisable that the employees' effort must be acknowledged. As I given an example before, whatever the number of suggestions they may given, maybe good or bad, the people must be acknowledged. Acknowledged in the sense we have to identify who has given. Maybe some X is given a 2, maybe Y given 1, or some A person given 2. But everybody has to be acknowledged about their participation, even if the suggestion is not adopted. Even though you are not adopted the suggestion which is given by the worker, we have to acknowledge them. It must be given careful consideration, and also whatever the suggestions we have received, it must be given a careful consideration of each suggestion. And a good suggestion should be rewarded among others to encourage them to participate. Whatever the good suggestion which is given by the participants, it should be rewarded, so that the people get be motivated, they will get an interest. Okay, हम भी एक अच्छा सजेशन देगा तो अगली बार हमको प्राइज मिलेगा, हमको पैसा मिलेगा, नहीं तो हमको गिफ्ट मिलेगा, अगली बार कुछ भी करके मेरे को प्राइज लेना ही है, ऐसा बोल के they will get motivated. The written suggestions are the best, but oral or telephonic should be also be allowed, which means some of the people, they don't know how to read, they don't know how to write. They can tell orally, sir, udhar kuch katra hai. Maybe it is a good observation, but you don't know how to put on paper. That also we can consider. Sometimes a constant of submitting a good suggestions provides useful information